Hello everybody, I'm going snowblind. Like I can't even see anymore because everywhere I look for the last week is just snow everywhere. Anybody else having that problem? Like my vision's just gone. It's just gone. It's all white out there and the sun's reflecting off the snow and we can't see anything. So that's kind of what's going on with that. How are you all doing? And I genuinely mean that because if you're a trucker like me, I would say a trucker like me, but if you're a trucker, it's not been a fun week at all for anyone. And that's sort of the point of the video today, because I used to be a young trucker that really gave a damn about all this, you know, like, oh God, I have to get my delivery done on time, which obviously I still take pride in doing that, you know, getting the load done on time and all that. But this week ain't none of us getting nowhere on time. That's just the way it's going. And if you did, good for you. If you were smarter than the rest of us, you went home. You just stayed home. And you weren't out here dicking around on the roads. But hey, I guess maybe we didn't realize, maybe we should have realized. I don't ever listen to weather forecasts. Do you guys? I probably should as a trucker, shouldn't I? But I guess we didn't realize it was just going to be like a week long or 2 weeks long. Just the entire goddamn country it just turned into a frozen wasteland, huh? So that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm going to talk about today, is just sort of the mental part of when everything goes to hell like this. For me, currently, I am parked at a Love's because I noticed the damnedest thing today. I was driving down the road, and some of you guys more mechanically inclined, maybe you can help me out. So I was driving down the road, or what I thought was the road. Everything's white and covered in snow, so I was doing my goddamn best, right? As a matter of fact, though, where I'm driving now, I'm in Nebraska. The roads aren't bad right now. I-80 where I'm at isn't bad. It's pretty clear for the most part, actually. But it is cold out there, man. It is cold. Anyways, I was driving down the road. After a while of driving, I noticed that when the truck would stop accelerating, right? I got the cruise set at least, let's say 65. The truck would get up to 65, we'd be cruising, and it's just going to coast down the next hill in front of us, right? The truck would make this like horrible grinding sound every time it would decelerate, slowing down for other people. And you know what? I think Prime must have got the memo. What the hell is going on here? That thing made me say a weird word because it started talking while I was talking, and I think I said something like, I think Prime got the memo. That's not that word at all. I think Prime must have got the memo because, you know, Prime, they hate me because I always make fun of them and hurt their feelings. But I guess Prime must have sent out like a message to everybody in Nebraska. Hey, this guy Trucks is up there and he's having some issues with his truck today. So if you could just go 66, because we're tracking him now. The office is tracking me. And we're tracking him at going 65 miles per hour. So if you could just go 66 and just stay right beside him for like a fucking hour, that would be great. And then when you do pass him, we're gonna get you back down to your normal governed speed of 62 so that he has to pass you, but not before, you know, we slow him down. So I had like Prime after Prime truck passing me at 66, 67 miles per hour today, just to get over in front of me and slow down to 62, causing my truck to slow down and cause this horrible grinding sound to go off once again. So I have to pass old Prime truck and do it over and over again. Prime, I won't give up, okay? I called you out for being a cult. I'm taking on basically the Church of Scientology of trucking, and you're going to have to kill me, Prime. Your little trolling that you're doing on the road isn't going to get the job done. I must end up face down in a ditch for you to have achieved your mission. Better yet, face down on Fuel Island. That's where I'm supposed to be killed at, all right? So Prime, get it together. Screwing with me all day. So anyways, I had that going on. And it's a good thing you guys can't see the entire camera because I just discovered a ball of lint in my belly button and I'm getting it out as we speak. I'm digging it out of there. So it's a good thing you guys can't watch the whole thing because you know, you couldn't take all that sexiness at one time on the camera. So anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, Prime stalking me? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I had to deal with that all day. I pulled into this Love's because that's where I was going to get fuel. And it wasn't all day. It was maybe like 100 miles. I'm like, shit, I better get that fixed. Better get that looked at, right? So I came into this Love's to fuel up, which is still an absolute shit show. 3 trucks deep on Fuel Island. One parked up at the line to go inside. One parked at the pump. In theory, pumping fuel, but you see very few hoses pulled out up there. And then one behind them. All the pumps all the way across, and that's what happens when it snows too, is I guess everyone hangs out on Fuel Island. So it's been absolutely busy. But while I was waiting patiently, obviously, waiting patiently for my turn to get fuel, I started Googling Kenworth T680 grinding noise when decelerating, things like that, right? And you guys can go ahead and throw out your theories. I'll have it in the shop here in a little while. But what I was finding was a lot of people saying it's the ride leveling system, the airbags, saying that your airbags didn't inflate, and that's putting strain on the driveline or whatever to cause it to make that noise when you're not accelerating. Because I guess when you're accelerating, I don't know. I'm not a fucking mechanic. I'm not. So anyways, I got out and looked around the truck, and sure enough, all 4 of my airbags are not inflated. Flipped the switch a few times, and I'm done. I have no more troubleshooting skills. That does not work for me. So that may be what it is. That may be what it is. But I'm at the Love's, their shop, and they told me at least 6 hours to get me in. At least 6 hours to get me in. So what was supposed to be a delivery today that I was not going to make today anyways because of the 3 to 5 miles per hour I spent driving around Oregon a few days ago. I wasn't going to make it today anyways, but we were going to try for tomorrow, but I think the place is closed tomorrow anyways, according to Google. Now has turned into a definite Monday delivery, and that's all the fuck we can do about it. That's all. That's all we can do about it. And, hey, you know what? That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So, that's what I want to talk about, my friends. And I guess maybe this is more a message to our rookie truckers, our new truck drivers out there. Because I remember being a young man, a young trucker, and I always desperately needed the money. And I can always use money, don't get me wrong. I can always use some money. But when I was a young trucker, I desperately needed money all the time. I needed a 3,000 mile week every fucking week, or I was going to have to quit and go find a company that had fucking work for me, right? I was constantly on this treadmill of trying to make sure I was always busy and always making money. And, you know, this guy Trucks gets a lot of shit here on YouTube about, oh, he's a job hopper. That's old school mentality. That's, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's the mindset of people that have either don't know any better, like they're younger and don't know any better, or they are older people that actually have worked for companies that gave a flying fuck about them and took care of them, and then loyalty mattered. You know what company gives a fuck about you now? None of them. Even if they'll tell you they do. They'll send you Christmas cards and stuff, and they'll be like the stupid shit they say about knowing your name, not your number, and all this nonsense. But who really gives a fuck about you as a driver out here on the road? Nobody. That's the fucking answer, right? So, I've gotten a lot of shit for being an old job hopper, but hey, I'm out here to make money. What the fuck am I out here for? To sit in a truck stop parking lot? I could do that as a hobby from my own home. I could get up every day, I could drive to the truck stop, and I could just sit around here, right? I'm out here for the sole purpose of making money, and I've gotten a lot of shit about that in my time too. Oh my god, did you guys hear what this guy Truck said? He said he drives the truck for money. Get him! Get him! I stand by what I said. I drive this truck for money, right? I do. And so, yeah, I was always bouncing around different companies. Now, as I've gotten older, things have gotten a little bit easier. You know, it's not always great. Like, I do like making money, right? But when I was a younger guy, shit like this week right now would have stressed me the fuck out to no fucking end. And I would have done whatever I could in the world to get that load there. I would have not stopped for any weather at all. Geez, what all has happened on this trip? So I finally got that load out of Oregon, and it sounds like I got out of there right in time, because somebody was telling me the next day, maybe it was yesterday or something, that I-84 was closed down. No problem when I went through there. It was absolutely beautiful, and I got through 84 absolutely no problem. But it was, let's say, a couple nights ago. I was, yeah, night before last, I was coming through Wyoming, and I was doing fine. It was no big deal, but there was an accident in front of me. And I happened to have Google Maps on because I was just, I don't know, I'm not sure why. But I had alerted me that there was an accident ahead of me, and there were the black ice signs flashing everywhere. And when I saw that alert for an accident, I just called it a night. I could have driven another 6 hours. I just said, nope, fuck it. Calling it a night, right? And then yesterday wasn't so bad. Just, you know, the early morning in Wyoming was a little bit sketchy. The roads were a little bit rough in some parts. And I thought that I-80 was going to be closed at Rollins. It said, they had signs up saying from Rollins to Laramie, I-80 was closed. But by the time I got to Rollins, we got through. Sketchy parts through there, though, yesterday. There were some sketchy parts for sure. So I thought I was going to be shut down. But I made it over to Nebraska. And I have a friend that was sending me videos from the, like, more eastern Nebraska, right? And I was all the way over on the west side, and they were sending me videos of just snowstorms, and they were getting alerts on their phone to park, just find shelter, whatever you need to do. So I called it a night again. I get up today, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna go knock this shit out, we're gonna get it done. And then I start having these problems with the truck. Here's the thing about cold weather, guys, and a lot of you already know this. Anybody that's trucked for more than a couple years already knows this, but that cold weather is gonna find what's wrong with your truck and turn it into a fucking problem for you, right? Might have been a minor issue that you didn't even know shit about, but once that cold weather gets a hold of it, oh boy, it's gonna break some shit. I have had a truck break down every goddamn winter. Every winter, you end up in one of these really, really cold snowstorms, you are most likely going to break down. And that's why Loves is saying 6 hours to even get you in the door. And I can't even be mad at them. I can't even be mad at them. So, what the hell am I talking about? What am I trying to say? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Should we vape? Yeah, we should vape. Hell yeah. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Anyways, when I was a younger guy, this kind of stuff would really drive me crazy. It's not exactly fun now, but since I've moved to the lease program, I've been setting aside 30% every week towards the tax bill. But the fun thing about taxes is when you're in control of your tax money, you can always move stuff around, right? So it's not a whole lot of fun that I'm making absolute jack shit for money this week. I might make $1,000, $800. By the time it's all said and done, I might take home $800. And clearly, that's obviously not worth it. Now, there's going to be some smartass in the comments going, well, if you weren't a lease purchase operator, you'd make $2,000 this week. Well, that's probably not true, because it's the weather that's fucking me. It's the weather that's fucking everybody, right? But because I've been setting aside a little bit of money, it's fine. I'm gonna finish this video, I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna take a fucking nap. That's what I'm gonna do. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get me a good ass nap. I'm having a problem with my APU also. It's got an alert on it. It died last night. It just stopped working, and has an alert on it. I'm gonna look around for like the reset button for it here in a little bit, but right now we're just idling, and it's cold enough to idle anyway, so that's just kind of how that's going. But like I was saying, that cold weather is just going to dismantle these trucks, just rip shit apart on them. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. But what I'm trying to fucking say is that same old nerdy shit that you hear all the Schneider dorks say. Fucking Schneider dorks, man. Hold on, I need my safety vest. Hold on. I can't say this unless my safety vest is on. Hold on, Schneider. I'm trying not to make the higher-ups at Schneider mad at me. So what do Schneider dorks always say? There's always some guy in an orientation somewhere that goes, the load isn't worth your life. Yeah, Yeah, I get that. I understand that. And what they're saying is when the weather's bad and all that, just shut it down, right? Just call it a day. There's people walking past the truck and I'm in here talking to myself, trying on a fucking safety vest. Any thoughts that I might still have my sanity are completely out the fucking window at this point. Yeah, they're just walking by going, what's that goofy ass doing? He's talking to his microwave right now and he's putting on his safety vest. Yep, I've done lost it. My mind's gone. Anyways, fucking Schneider dorks. I just had a stroke now. God damn it. God damn it. Now something's rattling in here. Stop it. I'm trying to do a video. All right, it's not rattling no more. What did I do to my camera? Oh God, this is the worst video I've ever fucking recorded. I'm all over the damn place. Anyways, so when the weather gets like this, we get stressed out, right? We're like, how the fuck am I gonna make this on time? What do I need to do? We're probably out there driving and shit we shouldn't be doing. Even worse than that, you've got dispatch breathing down your fucking neck. Hey, when are you gonna be there? When are you gonna be there? You don't even wanna know how many times dispatch has reached out to me to see when I'm going to be there. It's like, you're tracking my truck, shithead. Why don't you tell me when I'm gonna be there? You know where I'm at, right? And then I had to put it in the shop. I don't fucking care. Is the point I'm trying to make. I don't give a shit. You can bother me all you fucking want. You can say, when are you gonna be there? When are you gonna be there, right? And I could get out on that road, right? When it's kind of a piece of shit. Now, let me go back a little bit. I don't shut down for just any weather conditions, right? You guys have seen me throwing chains recently, even. When I'm still in my comfort zone and I feel like I can do it, I'll go, right? But the minute it starts to kind of get to where things are out of my control and I don't have full control over the situation and things are going on around me that like I can't do anything about, it's time for me to shut it down, right? That last week, whenever it was, when I chained up to go over that mountain in Oregon, I felt really confident about that because I can drive on fucking snow. There's no problem with that, right? Got the chains on. These fucking trucks are like tanks, man. You put some chains on these fucking things, you're gonna be just fine, right? And it was late at night, so there wasn't gonna be a whole lot of traffic up there. It's just kind of one of those things. So let's say it was earlier in the day and there were a lot of people waiting in line to get chained up and there were going to be a lot of people on that mountain. I would have shut it down all day. And the reason is it has nothing to do with my ability whatsoever. When you start getting a bunch of other shitheads on those mountains that maybe aren't comfortable with doing it or straight up don't know what the fuck they're doing, that's when everybody else starts to become your fucking problem, right? And you just shut it down. You guys have probably seen it. I've seen it thousands of times, if not millions. Every time chain laws are up, there is always a good number of shitheads that believe they are special, that believe they are exempt from the chain up laws, and they're just gonna start running up that mountain. You always see them always at the same place, tires spinning somewhere on the mountain in the fucking traffic lane, slowing everyone down because they thought they were fucking special, right? So when we got into like that accident over, now the shit that happened in Oregon, that was bullshit, right? I don't think anybody could have anticipated that we were going to sit there and do 3 miles per hour for 100 fucking miles. I don't think anybody saw it going that bad that fast. So that was just kind of a fluke, right? It was a fucked up fluke. It was bullshit, but it was a fluke. But like when I knew that accident was coming up in Wyoming, fucking call it a day, man. What the fuck am I doing? Why would I go sit in traffic when I could just choose not to, right? Now, a lot of times, where I got sidetracked earlier, a lot of times people say, you know, the load isn't worth your life, and a lot of times people use that as an excuse to be fucking lazy, right? Like, oh, it rained a little bit, or it got a little bit foggy, I'm shutting the fuck down, and if dispatch don't like it, they can blow me, right? And people use that a lot as an excuse to be absolutely lazy, and not my fucking problem. They get paid by the mile. If they want to shut down every chance they get, don't fucking matter to me. Shut down all you want. It's your fucking paycheck. I don't care. But what I've noticed is a lot of guys try to justify them shutting down early in weather that we could run in by like shoving it in everybody else's face. Like, yo, that motherfucker's out there still running and I would have been shut down and all this bullshit. Hey, we all make decisions with our own goddamn trucks out here. Oh, what did dispatch say? Let's find out. Let's find out. New delivery appointments on the 22nd at 1700. That's in the fucking afternoon, you fucks. How the fuck are you gonna have me delivering at 5 p.m. at a place that closes at 4 p.m.? I'm just gonna show up in the morning. I think the 22nd is Monday. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. They got me showing up at 5 p.m. at a place that closes at 4 p.m. Anyways, point I'm trying to make is we all, to a point, should know what our limitations are. What we're comfortable doing. Oh, they sent me another message. Let's see. Let's see. Corrections. Okay, now you want to do your job right. Dispatch? Okay. Between 7:30 and 1500. How did they fuck that up? Oh well, at least they corrected it. Here's the point. That's perfect that that came through, and that's why I wanted to read it as I heard it come through. Because here's what I did today. Here's what I did. Told dispatch I could probably make it there tomorrow, and I was not wrong about that. Then I realized, shit, we've got a problem with the truck. Then I talked to our shop, and I got it checked into the Love shop, and said, okay, I'm shut down for the night. There's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna get this thing fixed at 6, 7, 8 p.m. and hit the road. I'm done. I'm done for the night. So I told them it'll be there Monday. That's what I can do for you, okay? Turns out nobody's giving me any shit about it. No one's giving me any shit about it. They're just getting it done. Here's the part that sucks. Here's the part that sucks. It's only a 2,300 mile week. The fuck am I supposed to do with that? So that sucks, but we'll get it there first thing Monday morning, and then we'll hit that next week hard. And I hope, like hell, this weather starts to clear up for all of us that are going through it as truckers right now, and it starts to get a little bit better. And I understand this was a very rambly video. I was just kind of all over the place, but that demonstrates exactly what the fuck we're dealing with out here. Like, our plans change from 1 minute to the next. We think we're ready, we're gonna hit it, we're gonna get things done. Something goes wrong, either with the roads, or someone has an accident, or a problem with the truck, and all of it goes to hell. And the point I'm trying to make, my young drivers, the point I'm trying to make, this is for my youngsters out there, all right? This shit is not worth stressing over. Not even a little bit. And you know what? I'm gonna throw in an extra special shout out here because I have an acquaintance here on YouTube, and you guys might know her. We're not like buddies or anything. We've had a few exchanges here and there. I'd be her buddy. She's smart. She's very intelligent. They sent another message. Let's see what they said. Oh, it's okay. It's set for Monday. Anyways, the person I'm talking about is Trucking Made Successful. She does a lot of the educational videos on the spot market, things like that here on YouTube. And you know what I like about her? Tell her I gave her a little shout out in today's video when it comes out. Say, hey, around the 23-minute mark, this guy Trucks gave you a little bit of a shout out. You know what I like about her is she absolutely struggles with this fucking market the way all of us are, right? She struggles with this whole industry the way we do. And she also gets very frustrated on YouTube for all of us to see. And I felt like I was all by myself for the longest time because you know how many times I've been told how fucking crazy I am because I get on YouTube and I'm just like fucking losing my mind over something. This is trucking, baby. You are going to lose your mind over things. But the point I'm trying to make is the very fucking minute, my young friends, my old truckers, you should already know this shit. But the very minute that things are no longer in your control, you cannot control the situation anymore, it is left all control, then it is no longer worth stressing about. You calm down, you figure out what are my solutions, and now what can I do? And you, like an adult, relay that to the appropriate people, whether that be a dispatcher or a broker or, you know, the shop, the maintenance team, whoever needs to hear it. Whoever needs to hear what you can do. Remember, you are not asking, hey, can I do this? Once it's left your control, you are telling them this is what I can do for you. I'll be happy to do that. Now I'm gonna go get a goddamn nap. And none of this is worth stressing about. None of this is worth being laid over in the fucking ditch. Let me get a shout out for another YouTuber on here who actually is a good buddy of mine, my good buddy. Just kidding, God. A bunch of truckers are gonna take that the wrong way. But Wildbeard, he put out a video with talking about a bunch of trucks ending up in the ditch just completely wrecked, and he was referring it to like career-ending type of stuff, and he is not wrong. He's not wrong. Now, you may put a truck in a ditch and your company may be like, yeah, shit happens, and they put you back in another truck. That is absolutely a possibility, but you do that enough times, nobody's gonna fucking hire you, right? But let's say you do it and someone else is involved and you probably shouldn't have even been on that road in the first place. Now you're getting into the like lawsuit territory, and we always lose, baby. We always lose. So the point I'm trying to fucking make, I'm finally gonna wrap this video up. The point I'm trying to make, I'm just like bouncing around the truck. It's all adrenaline right now, guys, but the point I'm trying to make, yes, this week sucks. I did 23, by the time I get there and get it delivered, it'd be 2,300 miles, and I started on the slow. Fucking Prime is right on my fucking mirror. Scoot over! Holy shit, that dude was right the fuck on my truck. Prime is gunning for me, guys. He was like inches. This ain't even inches. This is centimeters off my shit, backing in like a, how do they say it, a bat out of hell on the fucking ice. Prime needs to chill the fuck out, man. What the hell was I saying? This week, I'm not gonna make a lot of money, and a lot of you this week probably are not gonna make a lot of money, and this Prime driver is on my last fucking nerve. You should see this guy. He's just like laying on the fucking gas, spinning tires, sliding all over the place. You are not a badass when you're backing into a spot like that, and no one's impressed. No one's fucking impressed. Point is, we all got fucked this week. Hardly any of us made any money. But if we did it smart, we did it the right way, we didn't put a truck in the ditch, you know, we didn't get involved in an accident in some form or another, and we live to fight another day, my friends. You come out swinging next week, that's my plan. I'm going to be down south. It's still cold down there, but it's supposed to be warming up next week, I think. I'm going to start out Monday morning down south, and we're going to come out swinging fucking hard next week, and we're going to make up for whatever the hell this bullshit week was. So when you have a bad week, it could get worse, and you could make it worse by getting out on the roads you shouldn't be on and putting your truck in the fucking ditch somewhere with all these other people that had their trucks in the ditch this weekend. Park the motherfucker, tell the people around you that need to know what you're doing, and then get you a good nap. Go find you a place to have a steak and a beer. Whatever it is you need to do, and stop stressing about these fucking loads. Stop stressing about these fucking loads. Get them there when you can, and that's the end of the fucking story. I'm about to go out and fucking yell at this Prime driver. What the fuck is he doing? Hold on.